Hello everybody, welcome to another odds and ends video. This one would be odds and ends number 39. Rawhide is kind of like the mountain man's version of duct tape. This particular piece of rawhide was used to reinforce the end of this ridge pole here. Here's a quick little tip that might help you out someday. If you have, say, a tarp and you needed to attach a tie to it, or a tie on your tent broke, whatever, it's a quick tip on how to fix it. Now, I'm just going to use this piece of cloth here to demonstrate. I'm going to use a muzzle-loading round ball, but a pebble would do also. And where you want to put that tie, you put that pebble or that round ball, and then just wrap some cordage around it. And tie it down. And there you have it. There's a way of attaching a cord or a tie down to a tarp or a tent where there wasn't one before. Here's another tip that might help you out someday. This is the top of a tent pole. It was made out of a sapling. Hole was drilled in it, and then this metal rod was put in it. And from time to time when you're setting up a tent, especially a larger, maybe canvas tent or whatever, you're not being careful, it's late and you're rushing, you go to put it up and you split this. This gets split, broken. Now you're scrambling, trying to cut a pole late at night or whatever. If, however, you had pre-drilled the opposite end of the pole, of the upright pole, it might be as simple a matter as pulling the rod out, reinserting it in the opposite end, and then setting up your tent. Carrying some nails with you is not a bad idea. Put a few of them in your kit. This one here was used to make a upright for the side of a wall tent. If you're camping and you're using a pressurized white gas lantern such as a Coleman, and you find that the pressure pump is in need of a little oil, it's not working properly, and normally you just oil them, and you don't have any oil with you in camp, if your truck is nearby, just take a little bit of oil off the dipstick, use that to oil your leather pump, and you're back in business. If you're hunting with natural feathers and it starts to rain, if you carry a bread bag in the bottom of your quiver, you can cover up those feathers and protect them from the rain. May not look pretty, but it does work. With the fall comes hunting season, and with hunting season, a lot of people are out in the woods, and I just wanted to remind everybody to make sure you check your hunting jackets or your vest, whatever. Make sure you're carrying at least enough stuff to make it through a night if you had to. The first thing I'd like to suggest, something that I carry, is a little signal whistle and some different methods of starting a fire. There's some waterproof matches, a lighter, a ferro rod, some cotton tinder to catch a spark, and a little piece of fat wood to nurse your fire. In addition to those items, you may want to carry one of these little waterproof notebooks for writing down different information. A multi-tool such as this Swiss Army knife with a wood saw on it in addition to the blades. And then a compass and GPS. Make sure you let someone know where you're going to be hunting, and make sure that person knows what you're referring to when you use different names of different places. And if you're hunting alone and you're not going to be coming home that night and you're staying at a camp or whatever, if you've got cell service and you got someone that you can notify that you're safely out of the woods at night, that's a good idea. If you're hunting with others at the cabin or camp, of course they're gonna start worrying about you if you're not back at a designated time. And if they know where you're hunting, they may be able to come and get you. Filming the fly fishing tips video with our friend Mark. The stream that we filmed that at, I had never been to that stream before. The trail leading in was faint at best, and the banks were all overgrown, and we had hiked down the creek a ways to where Mark wanted to demonstrate some different tactics. And what Mark did, and I thought this was an excellent idea, is obviously he didn't do it for himself. He had fished this stream several times, but he did it just in case something was to happen and I had to get out on my own, maybe to go get help or whatever. He marked the entry point. He had a pile of rocks and some sticks up on the bank, so if I had to find my way out and maybe go get help quick, I wouldn't be struggling trying to remember the exact spot that we entered that creek. So I thought it was a real good idea. I wanted to pass it along to everybody. You could use some survey tape, something like this, or if you don't want to use something like this, you could even a simple pile of rocks or maybe an arrow made out of some sticks. Just something to refresh someone's memory on how to get back out, what direction to go in. That's about all I got for this video. Till next time, everybody, thanks for watching. Take care.